No.
You're live.
I'm live. Okay, we're live on Facebook.
We're live on Facebook? Hey, where is it? Let's see. I don't see it.
We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Facebook.
Welcome to Facebook. I bet they've been on Facebook all day. They've probably been hanging out on Facebook.
We had empty chairs showing.
We were honoring past guests with the empty chairs.
Exactly. So we just honored two past guests with our video of
with our video of the empty chairs.
Well, and that's what happens when you don't have glasses on.
I'm the opposite way. I can't see far away, so all this close stuff I can see. It's that far away stuff I have an issue with.
See, now I can actually see. No, I can't. I can't see close or far. I'm just going to be really honest.
You're in the middle.
I need glasses for everything. And so we're just excited that y'all are already tuning in to
Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly
right here on Facebook. And we just want to remind you that we are on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. And if you're home, you can actually say, "Hey, Alexa, turn on KHEA Radio." And it'll start playing, and you'll hear our lovely voices.
And if you're on Facebook, we really, since we're new and we're trying to get this all started, we want to be able to talk to you and hear what's going on in your lives and things that you want to talk about or answer our questions. So please, talk to us on Facebook.
Exactly. And hi, everybody already tuning in. We're excited. You will actually able to comment, ask us questions during the show, and we want to hear from you because we talk about some fun stuff, that happened on the weekend and what's happening with everybody. And Angie, this actually was tax-free weekend.
Yeah, I unfortunately was very sick this weekend, and I didn't even get out of bed or off couch.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm exactly. Sorry. So, I've stopped utilizing my bedroom for some reason, but my couch is so comfortable. I didn't do tax-free weekend. But when you don't have kids that are in school, you kind of miss that whole thing. Although I always hated shopping when the whole world was there too. So I want to take my time and look at stuff.
Well, and the thing is that I don't really think there's a lot of sales when it's tax-free weekend. It almost feels like
you're just getting tax-free.
You're just kind of getting tax-free. But if you were shopping this last weekend, because me and Angie were not, let us know if you got some good deals. And
all right, well, we're gonna go live on the radio in just a second.
All right.
So everybody out there is listening to Hillsong United, Heart Like Heaven. So
nice.
We're gonna break into that.
All right.
And start our show. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm turning on your mic.
I'm ready.
Don't talk to me. Don't do it, Kelly. Stop talking.
I can't help it.
I'm turning your mic. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly. So exciting to be here. We've been talking to our friends on Facebook Live, and we'd like to talk to you out there on the radio. If you're at your house, get on Facebook Live and talk to us. And still listen here at 99.5 KHEA Radio. It is 3:12 in the afternoon.
All right, that's a good time.
3:12.
Yeah, sounds very blessed.
It's a blessed time. So, all right.
Okay.
Well, we were talking with the Facebook Live people about it being tax-free weekend. So I wanted to go on the radio and just kind of talk to all of you that are out there in radio land. Kelly and I did not go shopping this weekend.
No, we don't have young children anymore. So it's because it's kind of based on school clothes, supplies, anything that has to do with that. That's kind of how they do the tax-free weekend around.
Well, and I think it's funny as we were talking about is they don't have these great sales. But if I see a 10% off sale, that does not entice me to go in there. And so what's tax-free? 8.25?
Hey, look.
Ooh, it's an 8.25 sale.
Yeah.
That does not entice me to go in.
No, and if it's only 10% off, they better be offering me a free appetizer when I walk in the door.
But it means, I'll go into a store that's giving me 40% off of something. But so tax-free weekend's not very enticing to me unless there is a sale on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
and if you found any good sales this weekend and you went and shopped, because Angie and I did not. She was sick on her couch and I was busy helping move our son to Houston. So let us know what you got and if you found any fun sales that we missed out on.
Yeah, because the kids, so I think today in our local school districts, it's teachers are back in service today, but
Yes.
the kids aren't back yet till next week.
Yeah.
I know my best friend that we went on vacation together last week. She was like, I have to go back to work,
Oh,
So we did have a last hurrah, had a little bit of fun, went to Puerto Rico before she went back to school, but today was the day, at least at CCISD. So we want to wish all the teachers a great year. We're so grateful to you. I know that Kelly and I both have daughters that are teachers.
Absolutely.
And they use so much of their own money for their school, especially when my daughter taught kindergarten, and you have to have really inviting, exciting graphics on the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah. Inviting and exciting.
Yes. It can't just be inviting.
No.
Because if it's not exciting, the kids won't pay attention.
No.
But, you have to colors and words and letters and all kinds of things that keep them engaged. And the school district is not providing that. So if you're a mom or a dad out there and you want to just, give a little stuff to your teacher, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Ask them what they need. Because not just your child getting school supplies, that does not help the teacher. And you want that room to be exciting and inviting.
I mean, and seriously, and if you go ask your student's teacher, is there anything that I can help you with this year? If you're able to financially do anything like that, like Angie said, that is a big deal. And if you are one of those parents that is getting ready to help your student's teacher, or you already have an idea of what you want to give or what you gave last year to help your teacher in their classroom, comment. Let us know what your thoughts are, and you may have some ideas for other people of what your teacher may need.
Exactly. If you had something that worked out really well, I don't think parents think about that, especially new students, kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah.
If they haven't had any students before, they're not really thinking about that. And a lot of people are still under the impression that school districts pay for stuff.
Oh,
no,
absolutely.
all that cool stuff your teacher, right down to the rug in that reading area, the beanbag chair, whatever they have, shelves. Those are the teachers.
Oh, yeah. They have their
so-
own little personality and want their students to have a lot of fun and have a cozy, kind of safe, fun place to go learn. And they do spend a lot of their own money on, just like what you said, little reading areas, cute rugs, cute furniture, cute little things on their desk. So it makes their students excited to go to class.
Right. Right.
So-
I remember Brittany, my oldest daughter, coming to my house and going, where are all those Beanie Babies that we had? Because I give them like incentives to the kids, or if they want to cuddle something, if they're like, upset or whatever, that's another thing that, that they're thinking about them having fun and their emotional stuff. So any cool school clothes, anything that you can give to your teacher. School's starting, and, my life will not change.
No, that's right. That's right. Except for probably helping, because you're a helper like I am. I mean, you want to make sure you're giving if there's somebody at a local school or a child that needs something. Even if you don't have a child in school, there's ways to find out if your school needs anything or if there's needs for your teachers or any of the kids. You don't have to wait for a, giving day or raise backpack day or something. Ask your school if there's any needy students. I guarantee you they will be able to say, yes, and here's what they could use.
And you know what? When you have a student in school, you're spending all your money on buying their stuff. So you don't always have a lot of extra. And
Exactly.
So people like us that don't have any kids in school, we could run over and buy school supplies for someone. So if you have a need and somebody who's fulfilling that, I think they even had a backpack drive at the church.
Yes.
But if you have somewhere that people can give to one of those drives for school supplies, let us know so we can get that out there for you. Guys, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We want this show to be fun. We want it to be about community involvement. And so we need to know what's going on in your lives. What activities are you involved in? What your needs are. And we want to be resources for helping you find those and getting your events out.
Absolutely. I mean, we love any community events, any local events that you're having, any charity stuff. Let us know. We are right here at KHEA Radio, ready to do this. And Gardy and Kurt, every morning, every day, they do this and serve the community. It's incredible. So that's what we're here for. We're excited. And, speaking of events, Angie, the Talk of Taco cook-off is coming up in October.
The 12th.
And we still are looking for teams to sign up. I mean, it's going to be really an awesome event. We're really excited. But it's going to benefit the United Way Galveston County.
Right, and we really like tacos. So
yeah, we really all like tacos. So if you want to drop us free tacos to promote your business or your house chef that cooks for you every night, we love tacos. We will be glad to eat them and promote them for you.
But Gardy and Kurt, they have that kind of cornered. So you can bring us any kind of food.
We'll take anything,
any kind of food. So we were talking to the people on Facebook earlier. So did want to just say. I love that Deanne Beck, who is my roommate.
Oh, hey, Deanne.
The first thing I read was, "Hello, Kelly," and I was like, "Really? Hello, Kelly?" But it does say an Angie down there. Later
That's
it
hilarious.
says, and Angie.
Oh, and my roommate. Hi, Angie.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, Deanne, I'm excited to meet you sometime soon.
Yep, she's pretty fun.
Yeah.
She's pretty fun. And Mike says, "You look fabulous."
That's wonderful.
Fabulous.
Yes. Hey, Mike, thank you. We
would be
appreciate that.
I claim both those
That's
people.
her significant other.
That's right.
That's right.
Hi, Mike. I paid him to say that.
Yeah, it's really good. You must pay him a whole lot because
He
y'all.
said, "Y'all look fabulous."
Yeah, just not y'all look good. It was y'all look fabulous.
That's right. He would never do anything to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But it's true with you. He's lying about me, but you do look fabulous.
No, and I told you I love your jumpsuit.
Thank you.
Because that is really cute, very comfortable, kind of versatile. You can put a jacket on that and wear it anywhere.
That's right.
I mean, I love stuff like that.
So I told you that this is what I wear on the plane because we kind of have to. You want to be comfortable for a long flight, but you also have to look decent.
Yeah.
So this is a jumpsuit. I wear a sweater with it. But so that reminds me that I went on vacation to Puerto Rico, and last week I forgot presents.
I'm excited.
We got rid of the tacos that Gardy and Kurt have. So so because we're riding the wave, here is a surfboard for you to stick on your microphone.
Woo, I love it. Look at that.
And,
how cute is that? How cute. Okay, so I'm going to wait for you because we're going to ceremoniously put them on our microphones.
All right, you ready?
I am.
No more tacos. We are
riding the wave
with Angie and Kelly.
Very cute, Angie. Thank you.
Okay,
and I don't even know
then-
where their tacos are right now because they must have taken them off for us already.
All right, and see, there's a big taco over here.
Yeah,
and,
they're really cute.
I very unceremoniously just threw their tacos on the ground if you're on the radio and you couldn't see. So here, Kelly.
I'm sure they appreciate
this
that.
This is a present for you, and we're going to replace.
Hold on one second, and I can take that from you.
Take that right
I'm doing
there.
the preview.
I wrapped
I'm
that
excited.
so gorgeously for you.
You did. Look, this
did.
is homemade wrapping paper, which I love.
That is Puerto Rican wrapping paper.
Puerto Rican.
That's right.
Woo, look at this. Angie, this is so cute. And if y'all are looking on Facebook, this is an adorable surfboard with a little bus and surfboards.
Okay.
Live, laugh, and love, which is us.
Yeah. And now that you read that,
love
my
it.
daughter Amber is going to tease us to no end because she laughs at that whole live, love, and laugh thing. We used to have that stenciled in our house. And
Oh, I love it. And I'm
she's
putting it right there, and I'm going to put a picture of us in there. Like we
that's
talked
good.
about. Yeah.
So,
cute.
anyway, so that's our beginning of our Riding the Wave decor here. I'm trying to find a sponsor that'll give us a surfboard to put in the back.
Yeah. Oh, we need that. We need that. And
So,
this is cute.
get a little surfboard up there in the back. My kids were all surfers when we lived in LA and when we moved here. But I think we gave the surfboards to my granddaughters, and they live in Pensacola. So, my stepdaughter.
We need them back.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
So Brandy, I'm a
Yeah.
takey backy. No, but so anyway, I don't know if they use them or not, but they
Yeah.
do love the ocean. They live in Pensacola. And so-
I bet.
and
bet.
I will wish so. My granddaughters Hannah and Ava, they're started school today,
So
and I can't
cute.
believe they're in the 2nd and 7th grade.
Yeah.
No, 3rd.
Oh, wait,
Third and
second
seventh.
and third? Oh,
Third
third
and
oh,
seventh.
seventh. Oh, wow.
7th grade.
Yeah.
It's that's so close to high school. It's scary.
It is close to high school. And speaking of school and memories, I was telling you that we just moved my son, or our son, into his first apartment in Houston because he's been working at a big company there, and we moved him into his apartment with his roommate, so he'd be closer to work, and it was very bittersweet because he's been in our home and had his same bedroom since he was 2.5 years old.
Oh my goodness.
So he said he was even sad, So if you've been going through something like that, if you had a child, if you were just now becoming an empty nester, let us know. Comment, tell us how you're dealing with it. And because I have kind of been an empty nester already because he went through 4 years of school away.
Right.
So he didn't live home.
And you didn't
so-
change his bedroom into a workout room or something?
No,
you know?
not yet. However, that might be coming. My
A
husband,
studio.
Paul did say we're moving the exercise bike into his room as soon as we clean the carpets. So I think that's coming. But
my mom wrote this beautiful story when my sister went away to college. And it just talks about, her going in and cleaning up the room and, was kind of excited. Like, she's like, oh, now we have this new room and
Oh, yeah.
Andy is off to a new adventure. She was having this great attitude and she's cleaning the room and she moves the bed aside to tuck in the bed that was now going to stay clean the whole time. My sister's going to go, my sister's like, that's a lie, Angie. Only if it was your room would it be messy. My room was always clean. But
Exactly.
So she's pulling back the bed and she sees a little teddy bear. That was Andy's teddy bear on the ground out
No.
beside the bed, and she picks it up and just starts bawling. And
Oh, my
and it's a beautiful
goodness.
story about empty nesting and how there's so many exciting things about it, but then they're always going to be your baby with that teddy bear, and that's how we see them.
It is. It is.
But-
That had to be kind of emotional.
It
I
was.
can't even imagine pulling it back and finding a teddy bear.
Yeah. So
my
I love
goodness.
it's a beautiful story, but I just think that if you're empty nesting, tell us your experience. I've been truly empty nesting, but they boomerang. Those kids,
They do boomerang.
they come back and live with you for a little while.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Well,
Well,
but of
Angie,
course I love that.
Absolutely. And what's really weird about empty nesters is that I literally went through like a little depression when my son moved away to go to school and our daughter was already out and working. But it was really hard for me, and I don't think I expected it to be that hard. But it felt real, like this is this time of my life that, oh my gosh, my kids aren't small anymore. They're not always going to be home.
Wow.
And all of a sudden turning into that, from being a parent most of your life.
Right.
I mean, I'm still a parent, but you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
a daily
on-the-job parent. It changes, and to deal with my kind of depression and emotional stuff I was going through, which was kind of odd to me to feel that way, I started, little videos years ago with a girlfriend of mine that was going through the same thing, and it was called Empty Nesters. And the thing is that we just made fun of what it's like to be empty nesters. It was one of the only ways I could really deal with
kind
it.
of cathartic.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny, making fun and so I thought humor kind of heals everything.
Right.
It really does. And it was, but it is hard for people. And if you are an empty nester out there, comment, let us know how you're dealing with it, because that is happening right now. It is August. And if your last child or your only child has already moved out or away from school or working, now moving out.
So Deanne said she has a child who's going to be a senior this year, and the empty nest feelings are already setting in.
Wow,
You
yes.
just think about it. Like I just said that my granddaughter is going to be in the 7th grade, and I'm already thinking, high school.
Oh, yeah.
It's still 2 years away, but it's just every milestone is fun and disheartening at the same time. Do you remember I wrote an article about empty nesters, and I interviewed you and your son?
You know what? I do remember that now, and it was a really good one. Well, first of all, because you're a really talented writer.
Oh,
but the thing is that it was so real, and it was an interesting perspective from both the parents' side and the child's side.
Yeah,
which was really good, because some people will only get the parent side, but it was interesting that you interviewed my son and talked to him about that. So that was really good.
Now, of course, one thing that's so great for kids and kind of came out with that interview with Paul is that the more active you are, the more things that you're involved in, the less you're thinking about. So I know, like with me, that's when I started getting very involved in my community, doing a lot more volunteer work and stuff like that. And so I had new baby projects, and new baby people that I was helping and stuff like that. And same thing when I interviewed Paul, he was like quarterback of the football team. He was he was like the youngest president of his fraternity, right?
He was, in the history of their school and their fraternity, he was the youngest. Ever elected, which was very
sophomore?
Cool. He was a sophomore, the first sophomore. And you know who was one of those, oh my gosh, they have a lot of famous, Burt Reynolds was a Fidel. Who was the guy that ALS, the baseball player?
Lou Gehrig?
Lou Gehrig was a Phi Delta.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's really exciting. A lot of good history with that fraternity. But yes, keep going. It was really interesting.
I just remember that when you were talking about it, I was like, didn't I interview? But see, I didn't really know Paul. So it's just coming to me now that I know him more. What it was like to interview him as a sophomore, and now he's off on his big job.
He's
such a big boy. He is. Angie, stop talking like that.
Yeah.
But, so I want to say hi to Pierre Castillo. We're always so grateful.
Hey, Pierre. I got to see Pierre this morning, and he's just a busy bee. He's fun.
He is. He's so much fun. Susan Cheney. Hey, Susan. That's my cousin.
Oh, hey, Susan.
Ruby Ashraft. So she owns Dress Galaxy, and Kelly and I love to wear Dress Galaxy dresses.
We do.
She just won an award at the, I don't know, what was that, Universal Prom America or something, I don't know what it is, in Atlanta.
My gosh. Yes.
And she won like best new retailer, and
that was huge.
Of course, she's been a designer and provided dresses to all these prom places for years and years, over 20 something years. But it hasn't been just a couple of years that she's opened her retail space over on the Landing in League City. So Dress Galaxy has just kind of become a part of all of our lives. It's funny to think when they weren't there.
No, and the thing is that what I loved is that you were the one that introduced me to Ruby like 3 years ago. She's incredible. She's become a huge part of our lives.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, Dress Galaxy, it's amazing. And it is 3:30, and you are listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly right here on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. And we're getting ready to have our guest in the studio.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Kelly and I both have a little bit of background with film, and so we're interested in that. Studied that in school too and stuff, and so we're going to have the founder of the Galveston Island Film Festival and Convention is going to be here with us, and we want to hear all about what's going on with that festival. It's going to be in October.
Yeah.
And
it's exciting.
Yeah.
I love film festivals.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
They are. A lot of new talent comes out, and you really get to see some of the things that are happening out there.
And people don't know. People aren't aware that we have film festivals all around here.
No.
This is a very prolific film festival city.
Yes.
Houston has one. We have one in the Bay Area, and now Galveston Island. And so this is kind of a neat date thing to do. You can see all different kinds of genres. We'll find out about that, so you can kind of find what you and somebody else wants to do. And while you're down on the island, you can also see the island. So a lot of people will take this to be a great weekend adventure. So we're gonna go to some music in just a minute, and we're going to get our guests, and they'll be so excited to meet Cheryl Hilton. All right, so we're going to be right back at 99.5 KHEA Radio. Hey, Paul Williams is walking. So here's your. Do you know this Paul Williams guy?
Yes. Is he watching?
It says he is.
Excellent.
He looks good in a white tux.
He does look great in a white tie. He looks good in any tux. Just put these on, and then you'll be able to hear a little bit better.
Make sure my phone.
We're gonna all set up your microphones, and Angie's gonna tell you
Yeah.
if you're loud enough.
Okay.
Okay, how's that? Does that feel okay to you? You comfortable?
You talk in your microphone for me?
Yes, I'll talk in the microphone.
I do not hear him. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that good?
Okay,
Yeah, that's
two
perfect.
is down. Okay.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
At least I didn't have my microphone off the whole time we were on that first segment. All right. So Cheryl, will you talk at the microphone, please?
Hello, hello.
All right.
All
You
right.
sound fabulous, but Walter Kent's
All right, so
Marvin Walters.
Facebook, we are
I couldn't
getting
think. Isn't
our
that
guests
horrible? I was
set.
like, what's his name?
Hi, honey.
Talk again. I'm not hearing you.
Marvin Walters, testing.
I'm not hearing him
I'm
either.
not hearing him either. And
Okay, so-
it's up.
Hey, Facebook, while Angie is getting our guests' mics ready, you can actually comment today, ask us some questions. We've got the founders of the Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference in the studio today, so we're really excited. We've got Cheryl and Marvin in here with us, and we're so excited.
My headphones back on.
Okay, hold on, Angie. I'm going to make an adjustment really quickly. Okay.
Hold on. Okay, Marvin, talk again.
I am talking. Can you hear me?
I cannot.
I hear.
Guest one, guest two. Oh, you know what? Your audition's not on. It's
okay.
me.
Oh, no.
Oh
that's
my
be-
goodness.
That's better.
Oh, he sounds so
That's better. It's
good.
not vibrating back to me.
So, because normally the guy I have to turn down, you know. So, you know what's so funny is that Kelly and I have had radio shows for many years, but we didn't run our own stuff. So every week we find something new that we don't know.
Yeah.
But
So
we're learning.
We're so
We're learning.
glad y'all are here with us. We're excited.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
All right. So you are on Facebook Live. So anytime if we stop, you're still always on Facebook Live, even if you're not on the radio. So say hi to everybody.
Hello, Facebook. How
Hello,
y'all
Facebook.
doing?
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We are excited that everybody's watching and listening on the radio or on Alexa or
The
whatever else you're
KHEA
watching.
radio app.
KHEA, yeah, if you download the KHEA radio app, there are all kind of coupons and goodies that people get just for downloading the
So
app.
exciting.
So we want to make sure everybody knows about that. That's very exciting.
All right. So this Grim Reaper, though.
Yeah,
Why
it
does
gives
he-
me the creeps.
we were laughing because we're having this taco cook-off on the 12th of October, so y'all should all come down. We figure everybody has a barbecue cook-off, so they're having a taco cook-off.
Yeah.
But anyway, they always have tacos, and so since we're riding the wave, we wanted to have surfboards. So
Yes.
we threw away their tacos. Onto
So
Threw
cute.
'em onto
So
the floor.
cute. Yeah.
but I didn't throw the Grim Reaper.
No, and that you should have thrown.
I
the
should
Green
have.
River.
I didn't notice them at first. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 45 seconds until we're going to go on. I
Okay.
have turned
So,
off the
and
computer.
we just want to let Facebook know that we're so happy you're here today watching the show. You can catch Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly every Monday from 3 to 4 p.m. And we have lots of fun here, lots of fun guests. And you can always comment, share the show, like KHEA Radio if you have not, like Kickstart, like Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly on Facebook if you have not already. And we're excited you're here. You can comment.
So, Marvin, what is your title?
What is my title?
See, I have a title? All right, y'all think about that. 7 seconds. Hold on. Nobody talk for a second. All right. Well, we are back on Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly. Oh, man, my surfboard knocked off.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, it's KHE Radio 99.5 FM.
That's right.
KHEA. That's so hard to say.
It is.
I
That's
like,
right.
You see it?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Our guest is
wave.
doing the
Right
wave
in the
over
way.
here.
I think we need to do that every time. I like that, Cheryl.
You know,
Good job on
the
that.
the first time Kelly and we were actually a guest on Kickstart in the morning, and with Guardian Kurt, and they had us on, and we were announcing our name. And so we said it at the same time. And so now we say it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's our thing. But now, now that we say it on the same time, we should do the wave.
That's right. That's right. Riding
right.
the wave.
All right. Cindy Fisher's joined us. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Okay. Well, we have Cheryl Hilton from the Galveston Island Film Festival. She is the founder, and she has brought with her Marvin Walters, and we are now going to decide what Marvin's title is.
Come on, Marvin.
So, Marvin,
Make
what
it
do
a
you-
good
what-
one.
What's he doing?
Make
What's
it a
he
good
doing?
one.
He's an industry ambassador.
Nice.
So now this is something really cool. Marvin was a stunt coordinator, right, or stunt man?
Stunt man, second unit director, stunt coordinator, yes.
Yes, that's very
So
exciting. That
exciting.
is exciting. So do you have your shirts that say I do all my own stunts?
Oh, no, I tried not to do any stunts at all. I
just like to coordinate 'em.
Oh.
No, I have done stunts before, but I was a coordinator and second unit director when I came to Galveston directing second unit and coordinating the show in 1989. And when
So which show was that?
Keatson's Cop with Lee Majors and Don Rickles.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I got off the plane, I said, I'll never go back to California. So,
See,
I
that's so
bet.
funny because, people usually get off in California and say, I'm never going back to Houston.
Yeah, exactly. That is
If
true.
they were,
Well,
if they landed today in Houston and it's like 100 degrees and I think it's 900% humidity, is that the official 900% humidity?
it's close. It's close. But and it depends on where you end up in California. If you say you're never going to come back.
well, actually, I lived before I came here. I lived 7,200 feet up in the mountains,
Oh, wow.
and I didn't even want to come down to go to work. And a friend of mine asked me if I'd come do the show for her here. And when I got off the plane, I said, this is peace of mind.
Yeah.
You go.
It is.
Absolutely.
I mean, you do have to say the people in Texas just make it so inviting and so comforting. And so, do y'all both live in Galveston?
I do.
You do.
I live in Texas City.
Okay, so
Yeah.
very close. But the island's a whole different area all its own, and you get vacationers all of the year, and so there's my mom lives on the island, and she says that as soon as she gets over that bridge, she can breathe easy. She just goes out on her deck and looks at the ocean and just and I've been there before. When I arrived at 9 or 10 at night, my mom's sitting out on the deck reading her Kindle.
Oh, yeah.
She just that is just her happy place.
Well, and the thing is that what's so great about living in the Bay Area, you drive over the KHEA Bridge or you're going over to Galveston, you look out at the water, and every time we do this and my husband and I are together, he'll say, look at where we get to live. It's just there's this peaceful, wonderful feeling about the Bay Area, and that there's this friendly family feeling, and we love living in this area. I mean, I don't think you can get anything like this anywhere else. I really don't. We're very blessed.
We are.
No,
don't you think?
We are.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your background, Cheryl. That how you got into having a film festival.
Well, actually, my background's in dance.
Oh,
Thank you.
yay!
We're in the way. We'll work on that.
Choreographer for various music videos out in LA. And that's what brought me into behind the scenes of film. I went to Los Angeles Film School and started working as a script supervisor, PA, art director, line producer, you name it, I did it.
Hey, I want to point out right now, does anybody know what a script supervisor does? Do you think?
I do not know. I mean, there's thoughts in my head, but I don't know what they do.
I love that, people like to look at continuity of a
Right.
film, right? So, you take notes, right? So if your collar is up in one scene, so if you've ever noticed in a film, the
Yes.
collar was up and the next scene it's down.
Yes.
And you're like, wait, what happened? Or
Oh, yeah.
a red umbrella or something like that. The script supervisor's in charge of
Well,
Yeah.
those continuities.
I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of big films where the script supervisor did not do their job because somebody's hair is literally parted on the wrong side, or it's totally different, or their shirt is unbuttoned, and it's very obvious. And I'm
Exactly.
thinking, you have a huge budget for this. Who is in charge of this? I mean, it's really interesting.
And there's
Well,
people,
I mean,
people who like to find
Think
out.
about Game of Thrones, the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Was it there one time and missing?
Yes,
No,
there was a whole-
Starbucks.
there was a Starbucks coffee cup in the scene.
Oh, well, somebody got a sidekick on that.
Right, right. But you're right, and it's I actually enjoy doing that job because you're watching every single thing, and there's so much happening. And I'm listening to the director, reading the script, I'm watching them,
Right.
and then he'll call cut. Well, second take, they'll change the line. I'm like, cut it.
Yeah.
And he calls cut. He's like, what's the matter? Which way you gonna say it? This way or that way?
Right.
Oh, by the way, are you gonna walk right, left? Where you want them?
So
And I got to write all those notes
she's
down.
telling the director what to do. I like
No,
that.
no, I need to
I'm
find
kidding.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it hasn't always been that way. The script supervisor, when I got into this, they were very, very good. But throughout the years, it's like anything else right now. I mean, people just don't care.
Right.
They just want to check. That's it.
Yeah, and it's interesting, and I love that you have that job because to me, now that Angie's told me what they do, that would be a wonderful job to have for a film because it's exciting. I mean, you're very focused on all kind of different things that most people won't see, and that's kind of a really fun part.
And
you know?
what's funny too is they have, they used to have Polaroid pictures of everything. They take Polaroid
Yes.
pictures.
Yes.
They
Yes.
have them just like that, and the wardrobe ladies would too, and they'd have these big like notebook rings, and they'd have all these pictures on them. But I would guess nowadays they do digital.
It's on the
iPad,
pad
yeah.
or
Yeah, so all
laptop.
digital. Yeah, that
Yeah.
make it a lot cheaper too because
Yeah. Yeah, and it's gotten even worse.
Like, the budget. I think a film budget just
Exactly.
got in half, not having to do all.
Oh,
these
exactly.
Polaroids.
Well, Cheryl, how long have you been doing the Galveston Island Film Festival?
Well, this is our second year.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
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 Last year was our first, and we had 164 films submitted from all over the world.
Oh my goodness.
And we screened 48 of them last year.
Wow.
This year we had 148, a little less this year, and we're screening 22
Wow.
this year. We also have panel discussions, panelists like we have an entertainment attorney, Jaleene Mack, and she's right out of Houston, but she's rep like Steve Harvey and other people in Hollywood. Come and talk about, the one-on-one of legal, when should you get an attorney?
Yes.
Which is important, but you don't need one like probably right off the bat, and how to protect yourself before you bring in the attorney to do like negotiations,
Yeah.
things like that.
Well,
ahead.
Cheryl, no, I wanted to ask you on that. It was very interesting to me about your event is that it wasn't just a fun thing. Okay, everybody, come look at a bunch of new movies. It's very educational for a lot of newbies in the film industry, and having those classes and those conferences that people can go learn. This is amazing. One of them that I thought was really incredible, one of your business of entertainment conferences, you talk about contracts and copyrights and what do agents do in the movie business, which is a huge deal because a lot of people don't know. And when do you need a manager? So many people go into these different fields of business, go, okay, I need to pay for this, I need to pay for this, I need to pay for this, and they may not need to. And this is what your film festival and conference is going to help guide these people on.
Exactly. We want people to be educated, especially here, because our goal as a whole is to bring the industry more down south to Galveston, Lamarck, Texas City, to do more productions down here. And you need to be armed with knowledge about how, what is it that you need. And that's one thing a lot of people think, oh, I need to get a manager and an agent and this and that and that. Well, the agent, yes, but why? You need to understand why and how it works. So that way you can advance your career further and further.
And a lot of people think that they can do stuff without an agent. You can do stuff without a manager until you have stuff to manage. When you need stuff to manage that you can't handle. But an agent most reputable films or TV shows
Right.
or commercials are going to go to agencies and they're going to call
Mm-hmm.
for a blue-eyed blonde from
That's right.
From
20
KHEA Radio.
Yes, anybody with a radio voice, and they want them to star in their film.
Yeah.
And so then they'll call you in, and they're not.
Yeah.
So they don't do. I mean, some places do like a big call for extras, or they'll.
And
do
that's
whatever.
another thing. That's a totally different agent. Also,
Yeah.
You have a
Casting
extra
agent, extra casting agent.
right.
Yeah.
And all those things help increase the income. And this film festival is not just for filmmakers, but it's also for musicians, actors, people who want to be managers or agents, people who want to be producers and directors.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Stuntmen.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
And also, writers, if you write a script, before you even take it to an agent or anyone else, the first thing you need to do is get registered with the Writers Guild, then get it copyrighted with the Library of Congress or library, and then you have to give a chain of title before you start showing that script around. There's a lot that goes into it. You just don't write a script and go get it made.
No, and the thing is that a lot of people don't realize, that you need to make sure you have a certain amount of money put aside or an investor to cover all of these mandatory costs before you start taking your scripts around anywhere. I mean, you want to protect yourself and all of your
Exactly.
work.
Well,
You
do
know?
do you remember back in the day, if you just mailed it to yourself and it was sealed and had a postmark on it, that would at least save you. I know a lot of musicians would do that with their songs, and they would just mail a copy of it to themselves, and so then it's sealed. It has a date on it, and I know a lot of scriptwriters who did the same because they didn't.
They didn't have the
they
money
didn't have
to
the
do
way
it.
To get it copyrighted, and that does help them in court. But does that still happen?
I don't think it works anymore.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
what-
No,
from,
so.
from what my understanding, I'm talking to attorneys, it doesn't work. I don't know if it does or not.
Well,
Yeah.
I know people still do it.
Yeah.
But it's not as effective.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't cost that much to register it with the WGA or the Library of Congress.
Okay.
With the technology, the cost of it has come down drastically.
Yeah.
The first cost you're going to have is when you start getting a chain of title before you show the script, because people don't want to look at it unless there's a chain of title to show where it came from or where it went and who's saying it.
Oh, that is interesting. And while we're talking about that, if you're just tuning in, this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM, and you're listening to Riding the Way with Angie and Kelly.
Y'all got to ride.
Oh,
That's
it's
right,
not
Riding the Way.
Ride the way.
Thank you, Cheryl.
It's also 3:50 in the afternoon.
All right.
So we've been talking about if you go to the film festival, there's all kinds of ways to educate yourself as a filmmaker, as an actor, writers, producers, all those kind of things people want to do. I think one of the exciting things is to find out what kinds of jobs there are in the film industry.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
talked earlier that my ex-husband was a key grip, and people are always like, "What's a key grip?" And I was like, "I'm pretty. Every single person I ever meet." And you're like, well, you know what? There's hundreds of jobs on a film. If you want to work in the film industry, there's everything from craft services who provide snacks to
Yes.
caterers that have a whole company just for films. We used to have a huge film industry here. They called it the Third Coast here.
That's
and,
right.
There was a big film industry here, and it kind of has dissipated, just kind of like New Orleans was huge, and now it's kind of dissipated. It kind of goes through cycles here. But I'm always like, I don't think my ex-husband grew up going, I always dreamed of being a key grip. It's not something you know about. So when you get to go to events that discuss all kinds of different things, explore those things. Explore
Exactly.
things and find out, because not everybody in the film the industry is a director or an actor.
Yes.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
what's interesting this year is our film is going to be displayed at Moody Gardens on the IMAX theater.
Oh my goodness.
So that's going to be very interesting.
That's a big deal. Okay, well, I have a quick question. How do films apply to be presented at the film festival?
We have a process. It starts in November.
Okay.
And then we select our films in May.
So last November, you would have
Yes.
had to submit last November.
November.
Where do they submit? Is it
On
online?
Yeah, it's online, called Film Freeway. So they upload it, and the good thing about it is my judges are from Hollywood and from Georgia. That we have one person with NBC. We have someone with I just went brain freeze. Anyway, uh,
big,
We
my
understand.
Big,
Yeah.
big people.
but anyway, we're all able to watch the films without being in the same room
Oh.
Yeah.
at our own time and putting in our notes.
And that's good. That's good too to not be influenced by other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in
Good
a film-
point.
Have you ever been in a film? We were at the premiere of There's Something About Mary. My ex-husband worked on it.
Yeah.
While they were working on 10 Things I Hate About You. And I sat between two 19-year-old boys that were the acting stars of 10 Things I Hate About You. And they watched that movie, thought it was the most hysterical thing. But then when I saw it by myself, I was like, no.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's true though.
That
You
you're
know.
influenced by
Right.
what was around you. If if everybody's laughing or everybody's
Yeah.
crying, if you don't have that emotion, you're kind of like, hey, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, did I miss it? Am I missing something? And you do. You feel like that you're going, I wasn't really that good. Who's back there laughing or crying?
But,
You know?
but when you're by yourself, then it's your own.
Yeah, you
emotion.
can actually focus and see, is this really entertaining? Would I pay for this?
Yes, exactly.
So I have a question about you have lots of genres of films.
Right.
So any kind of a film that you make, there's probably a genre that's available to you. So you have short films and
Well,
major length.
yeah, we have short and feature length, but the genres are drama, comedy, action, inspirational, which is my favorite,
Oh.
and musicals. And the musicals also, we have to put in little words. They can be music videos.
Oh,
Anything
wow.
with music
Okay.
to get, because you can tell a story with music. That's what Michael Jackson was doing with his
Right.
music videos. He put a little story with it. And,
Yeah. So that's interesting though, that a music video is still considered a film in such
Very
that it's
short.
in a competition with musicals. Do you find that in that category you have more music videos than anything else?
Actually,
Or is there
It's-
more people
it's-
singing scripts?
it's more musicals. We didn't really get a lot of music videos.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing a trend when I'm looking at other sites and stuff. Kids are really trying to do short film music videos, which was started with like back in the 80s when Michael Jackson did Thriller. And that's what he was trying to do. And now I'm starting to see that same trend is starting to pick up again.
Yeah. Okay, so Angie, Diane asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any script supervisory positions within our local area? How do you find jobs like that in the Greater Bay Area? That's a really good question.
That's a good question. Far as I don't know that answer, what I can tell you is go to the Texas Film Commission
Okay.
website and put in, script supervisor. That's what I do. That's how I find my jobs here in Texas, is through the Texas Film Commission.
Well, and people are surprised how many local films are made here. I mean,
Right.
We obviously have a special Southern and water, and there's all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of locations that we have that are specific to this area.
Yeah, but we also very versatile. I mean,
Right, right,
Galveston alone, you can turn Galveston into the 1700s, or you can go, there's a street that looks like Beverly Hills. Then there's another street that looks like New Orleans.
Right.
And then there's one.
And
that
there's
has-
beaches.
Yeah, beaches like everywhere. The only thing we don't have is mountains.
Yeah.
You're very flat. Here.
But we did the Gambler on the Strand and turned it into Fort Worth. You could not tell it. Ran to
That's
the
right.
A kettle drive right down the street. You could
Yeah.
not tell it was not old Fort Worth in
Yeah.
the 1980s.
Yeah, it is amazing.
1880s, yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so neat how we did a mini series called Queen in it was Alex Haley's mother's side
Yeah.
of the family in Charleston, and it was amazing.
I worked on Queen.
Did you?
I did the fire burn running out the barn on fire. That was me that ran out of the barn on fire.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I know him.
I'm in the scenes where Andrew Jackson's son wanted to give a wedding to his ballet, and
It just happened.
our table.
That's cool.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
And if you're watching on Facebook and not on the radio, our table just
Angie hit the magic button somewhere.
well, it was just the magic of my story.
Yeah.
No, but when they turned the streets of Charleston back into the 1700s.
Yes.
And they're having to cover up light posts. And all they did was put straw and sand on the streets, and but then you don't think about all of the extra things we have, like parking meters and light poles, and,
Right.
that they have to kind of camouflage when they're doing that. Now, I will tell you that filmmaking, when we were doing it back then to now, has changed so digitally
Yes.
that we talked about our friend Bo Brinkman, that he directed a film that here was in Seabrook, and was it called The Lake House?
Yes. I think, no,
Bay House.
the Bay House.
The Bay House.
Yeah. The Lake
Sorry.
House is kind of a famous one.
Sorry, Mr. Brinkman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's great.
I got to watch the director's cut of this. Now, I've seen like things, before they were finished or whatever, but I've never seen when they actually were just in the process of making a film. And so there was a scene that it had rained outside, and my key group ex-husband, that would have been one of his big jobs, making things rain, putting the the stuff outside to make the shadows and the clouds and all that kind of stuff. Would have been a big production for a rain scene. Now, in the film, comes across these little notes that Bo put in that said, put water on the windshield. And, there's one scene where they had it raining, and it goes, make more water on the driveway.
Yeah.
These notes were coming across, and like you're watching the film, and these are his notes he's put in at this moment for the editor to do something. And I was like, what? You don't have to refilm? You just add a little water to the windshield?
Yeah. And it's really interesting. It's what they can do with all these graphics and these, production equipment now, and these the software. It's unbelievable.
We would have had to reshoot.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's incredible.
There's also a part where there's like a sandbar that's out in Seabrook, and they're in the background of the film. And then there's one scene, and there is no sandbar, and he's like, put a sandbar in.
Yeah. It's amazing. Well, and the great thing about this area, which y'all have kind of talked a lot about, it is so affordable to shoot movies and short films in Texas.
Yes.
That it is, like you said earlier, it is quickly is becoming one of the biggest film places in the country, because of the cost are so much cheaper. And that's what makes it nice. And I think this is a good thing for these young film directors and producers and writers to know that if they're in this area, they're in one of the best areas they can be in. And there's so many resources they can use. And
Unless they want a mountain.
unless what?
They want a mountain.
That's right. The mountain is you can just add it. You can just
add that in
Computer
editing.
graphics.
exactly. Exactly.
Well,
But
let me-
go ahead.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I was just going to say
Oh.
tell us about what's going to happen at the film festival. What can people expect?
Okay. Well, the film it's a 4-day event. We're going to be in 2 locations. So our 2 hosts is Riondo's Restaurant downtown. Best Italian food in Galveston.
It sounds really wonderful.
And we're going to be out at Moody Gardens at the 3D Theater. So on Friday, we're going to do a location tour, courtesy of GalvestonExperience.com. We're going to go around, show different locations where you can shoot.
It's wonderful.
We have networking events where we do what we call a Mingo Express networking. It's like speed dating, but you're networking. So you get to say, hey, I'm Cheryl, line producer, da-da-da-da-da. You say you're a director, actor. If there's synergy, we stay and talk. If not, you move on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
To make it easy for people to walk up to each other and talk.
Yeah.
So we have that networking event. And then on Saturday, our panel discussions will be at Riondo's.
Oh,
Up
okay.
in the ballroom. It's beautiful, nice, intimate setting.
Where is it located?
Downtown on 24th and Strand.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
great location.
Yes. There will be, then we will have a special screening that night. We're still confirming our movie, but there will be, hors d'oeuvres and, refreshments. And then on Sunday, we're screening the short films out at Moody Gardens. We also have vendor booths. Vendors can purchase a space and set up a booth for the attendees to, check them out and start networking that way. Also, on Monday, we're going to be out in Moody Gardens, but we have a special company from L.A. called Super 78. They're putting in a new exhibit out in Moody Gardens. It's new technology. They bring it down. We're going to be the first to see it.
Wow.
That is exciting.
And who's our celebrity ambassador?
And that's my favorite part.
Besides you?
I
I was
like.
going to let you
That's
know.
right.
I was getting ready to let you tell that.
Yeah, go ahead, Marvin. Tell us who it is.
I love this name.
Antonio Fargas.
Yes, Huggy Bear.
Starskin has fame. So, yeah.
How fun is that?
No, I was a stunt double for years in movies.
I
so,
can
yeah.
see.
Yeah, you
See that?
you can absolutely see that he would be doing that. He's adorable, and what a fun person to be your celebrity ambassador.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, my God, he's great.
Well, that'll be so fun.
Yeah.
So, what about people that aren't in the film industry? They just want to come screen the films.
Yeah, it's open to everyone to come. If you're a movie buff, please come and come watch these new films. That's the main thing. The films that are selected are voices that you would never hear mainstream. We have one that's about sharks, which is a different take, and it's beautiful.
That they're good pets. Is that the different take
That's
on it?
My friend Sharky.
But it's amazing.
Do not get Sharky near Huggy Bear,
Yeah.
though. That would be a bad.
No.
It's amazing when you see it.
Yeah.
We were all like, wow, okay.
So I have another question. So we talked about different genres.
Yeah.
So, and the different lengths of films. So what about like budgets? Like, are there low budget films compared to higher budget films, or are they kind of all together?
No, I mean, that's another thing. We will discuss like the unions and like with when you're doing the budget, you gotta go through SAG. So SAG has different tiers of what's low budget, medium, high budget.
Right.
What about when you're in the competition? Like, or is there a competition for higher budget movies?
No.
Or lower budget? They're all put in one
Just
one
one
group,
thing, yeah.
and then just different categories.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So just real quick, we're getting ready to be done. But what we were talking about that your favorite is inspirational.
Right.
So what kind of films can we see? I mean, obviously.
Well, the ones that we have is actually a couple of them. They're dealing with heavy topics, but they also have the message of, God is love, and love is the most powerful thing
Oh.
on this earth. And that's what I want people to come out, always feeling uplifted, even though the subject matter may be very hard to take. When you finish, there's hope, and you got to have that. Without that, you're dead. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how I see it.
Hope and faith.
Hope
Yeah.
and faith and love.
Yeah. Well, I think this is just a really wonderful outlet and organization for these newbies in the film festival, no matter what age you are, what budget you have, a way to really pursue their dreams and goals with you and get involved with this, and not only have a way to get their product seen, but learn so much about what they may not know, and that's really important in this industry,
Right.
So what are the dates again of the film festival?
So the dates are October 4th through the 7th. We also have tickets available on our website at Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference, or you can just type in GIFCON, GIFF-CON.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's just short
Right.
for it.
Yeah.
We also have a special going on, so check out our Facebook page and sign up for our mailing list so you can get the code to get a discount.
Oh, very cool.
That's exciting.
I think I know where Kelly and Angie are going to be on October 4th through 7th.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really fun.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Why don't you guys come advertise? I mean, do your show from there.
Yeah, we may be able to do that.
We'll do a little live.
That sounds
from-
really fun. We'd be thrilled. This is wonderful.
Maybe we can get the celebrity ambassador to come
I know. Maybe so. We can have him on our show.
We can ask
while we're
him.
hanging down there.
Yeah, exactly.
If I ask him, he'll do anything for me.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for him.
You are the voice in his head.
Exactly.
You are the double.
You
His double.
you
And
are
that's
his
a-
double.
That's another thing. If people want to check out who Antonio Fargas is, go to his website, antoniofargas.com.
And how do you spell his last name again?
Fargas.
Gas. Okay. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's doing a lot of good things, man. A lot of good things. We're very lucky to have him.
That's
to be a part
wonderful.
of this festival.
Well, it is so exciting. I'm so excited that y'all came out here today. I'm thrilled to have met you, and we're gonna have to talk about Queen and see our
Yeah, I'm
crossovers
glad
there.
to come back. We'll talk about Queen, and we'll talk about a book that I wrote. So.
Oh, that sounds good.
Tell me real quick, what's the name of your book?
So you want to be a stunt person,
Oh,
and you can get it on Amazon and different places, and it teaches you everything about the motion picture business, from working as an extra all the way up to second unit directing.
Oh, that's fabulous.
that okay. I want to get it. I want a copy. I want to be a stunt person.
That's right. I'm so uncoordinated.
And-
I mean, it was a nationally competitive gymnast, but after I stopped doing that, for some reason, my gymnastics coach used to say, Angie, you're going to walk out on that floor exercise. You can make a 10, but you're going to walk off and fall on your face.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, thank y'all.
We're so excited to have you. Go check I can't even speak. Go check out their website. Check them out on Facebook at Galveston Film Festival and Convention, right? Conference. Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I think I was saying. I don't know if I was
No,
saying
yeah, I
convention.
said it right.
We
earlier.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was a CON.
Exactly.
Hey, it's the same.
Exactly.
Once you start typing it in, you know.
Well, this has been fun. We're excited for y'all.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and
Thank
we
you
can't
for
wait-
having us.
We can't wait to go out there and see. We'll really try and put that on our schedule and see.
Absolutely. We could at least be out there one day at least and do a show.
So it would
maybe.
be Galveston Island Film Festival, then the Taco Cook-Off for the United Way.
Yes.
All right.
And then Candace's wedding.
That's right.
It's
And
quite
then-
the eventful
That's
October.
right.
Do we have something
Big.
for the?
And then my mom's birthday's on the 7th of October.
well, there
So
you
we
go.
got that.
All right.
Oh, wow.
That right there is the busiest.
That's right.
All right. Well, this is Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly, and we are on 99.5 FM
KHEA Radio.
So thanks so much for joining us. You can continue to comment on the Facebook. We'll still continue to read that and try and answer all your questions. If you have any questions for Cheryl or Marvin, we can work on that, and come back and see us every Monday at 3 o'clock.
That's right. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, thank you so very much.
Thank you,
That was
ladies.
exciting. I enjoyed this. We get a chance to work with two beautiful ladies. That's
Oh,
fantastic.
that's
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great.
Even with